Denver. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
What'd you say?
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a carry for Lindsay. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Derek Noddy.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 44-yard line.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 48-yard line. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Let's go defense. Let's go defense. And here we go.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10.
How long you gonna be on APIT? How long you gonna be on APIT?
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at about the 32. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
I don't really got no goddamn
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Mahomes now to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And he's got it. 7-0.
Somebody in my office.
Makes the score, Broncos 7, Chiefs nothing.
Right?
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Jackson now to return. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
As they put it on the cracker. Dude.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position of throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him and they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Back to throw here. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. but they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger point. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here, getting 3 points at the end of this drive.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Darius Ward. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's going to have the 1st down past the 20. And they will finally get him down to the 27-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
1st down, Kansas City.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Flushed out right. That to his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Broncos 7, Chiefs 0.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Mahomes to throw once more. And this is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And it's 2nd down.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. That's going to be caught. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Odell Beckham with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
Kick is good.
And his kick is good.
Ties the game at 7. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. KJ Hamler, the intended receiver, and now it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll run here with Lindsey. Takes this to the 27, give him 4 yards.
Lindsey, the ball carrier.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And 6.
Chiefs showing a dime look as they defend this third down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Harold Landry in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
When you're locked in, you gotta be locked in all the time, yeah.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And you know, there's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
They're going deep for Hill. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Edwards-Helaire on the counter. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Not the kind of game that will go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of game that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach there, guys, all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Mahomes going to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
The punt team now as this one's sent away. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis or you prefer ping pong. You know, back and forth like that. That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2.
The disrespect.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going. And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
3rd and 8.
And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
And he's able to get it out of there. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right.
God damn, move, nigga. Move. I got this shit wide fucking open. Shit, nigga, move up here, baby. There's a touchdown. TD on the TV right there.
Gotta assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the 1st down sack. Mahomes, he's going to find Gallup here complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
Chiefs.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. The quick slant caught. And the Chiefs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Another connection between them. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, boy, you had a free block and you missed it. You suck.
Again here in the 2nd.
I'm skirting with you. They say a lot about me.
People think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. That 7-0 lead in there is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up. Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Taken down, a Chiefs sack. Harold Landry has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Tommy Townsend now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today.
Oh, shit. We got a quick hiker out there.
He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. Fielded just inside the 30.
I think he got back up.
A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Shit. That ain't it yet.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the second quarter. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They go play action. Now Mahomes. He's got Burton here. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, this from 34. Butker's kick here is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. On second down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Why the fuck is the ball traveling like that?
But it's incomplete.
Damn, that's a fucking touchdown.
Extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass.
How the fuck is he throwing this shit like that? Step into the motherfucking throw, nigga. God damn.
So line of scrimmage still a 39 on 2nd and 10.
Shit. Stupid shit.
On play action, it's Mahomes. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Into heavy traffic,
He
and it's
throwing that
intercepted.
shit so fucking Stupid.
Off at the 25. And he's able to get it back.
Play action, nigga. Burn, nigga. Throw this shit out there.
That is just
I ain't drilling,
defense was hoping
I'm
for.
that bitch on that
Interception on the opening possession of this third
Ain't
quarter.
like he got fucking.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've got to know this team a little
third
bit,
fucking
haven't we?
time.
Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
Damn.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Moment I can get rid of it.
They run the option on 2nd down. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. So they lost yardage and they declined the penalty. There's no logical reasoning to do that.
I'm trying to go through this little Rolodex in this small brain of mine, and I'm coming up with nothing, partner. I've got zip on that one. Take the yardage, right? Take the penalty.
Got 3 fucking picks.
I don't get it either. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. But it's going to be 2nd down. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number. Not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away this timing.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this. There was an incompletion they would have picked off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down.
And a 1st down.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down, that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep with the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 33-yard line.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Throwing now is Mahomes. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
This is obviously a critical sequence for this defense if they want to stay in this game. Down 2 scores already. They give up a touchdown here. That makes things really difficult for their offense moving forward.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Trey Burton, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, Methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that? And he's going to be intercepted a third time. He's picked off at his own 47. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Michael Gallup with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track? And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Harold Landry in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
22-yard line.
2nd and 13. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Broncos on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 36. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
And this is a situation where defensively, Brandon, you're going to be so excited. It's getting late. You've got the lead. No reason to not just pin your ears back and go. Bring the pressure. And here they hit him as he's releasing the football, and that's going to help lead to the interception.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Edwards-Helaire. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A big hitter there, a 1st down gain of 26 yards.
At the 2-yard line.
They'll try to run with Edwards-Helaire. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Here comes Edwards-Helaire on the toss right. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And nothing but daylight ahead. He's at the 30, 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Here's Mahomes to throw. And going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. This is caught inside the 15. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. A big play there for KC. 44 yards. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. On 1st down, Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run with Edwards-Helaire. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Odell Beckham, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning, right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And in fact, we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you...
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Harold Landry in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning.
And 10 at the 40-yard line.
So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
6 brings up 3rd and 5.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. This is the tight end fan. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. 3rd down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a 1st down pickup.
This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He'll find Lindsey here. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts.
15-yard line.
As they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. 2nd and 14. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it. The ball comes out, and I think the Chiefs have it. They do.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Oh, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for the Chiefs, they just keep on rolling as they move to 9-2 with a win here. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Atlanta to take on the Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, it's starting to look like it won't be their year as they drop to 5-6. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Baltimore Ravens come to town. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
screen.
Kick it and go. Kick it and go. With a stiff arm, spin move, in zone, scope. Sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. Kick it and go. I had to kick up and go. Kick it and go. With a stiff arm, spin move, in zone, scope. Sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick up and go. I had to kick up and go.
Running it back, never a cap, out of the draft, watching me ball, soon as I snap, hit of the pack, taking them all, breaking them all, talking my talk, walking my wall like I do, sit on the throne, get in the zone, turn it on, must be the shoes, must be the team, must be the camp, must be the crew, you need a win, who need a win, that's all we do, I've been a king and I've been about mine, never could doubt mine, they running the route, I leave them outline when I hit them.
With a stiff arm, spin move, in zone, scope, sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick up and go. I had to kick up and go. With a stiff arm, spin move, in zone, scope, sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick up and go. I had to kick up and go.
Putting it down for that. Time I was down and out. Had to bring grinding back. Doing the drills and working the wheel where you're grinding at. You know what it be. Playing this here for the keeps. Had to make out with a feast. A family to feed. Third cold where the trophy should be. EA got me in the game now. Read on with the game now. They're hearing with a lane now. My home second with a rain now. Legendary on the field. Kind of drip is a skill. It's the highest cruiser bill. Ain't nothing just to heal.